Hey everyone, it's Tracy here, and today I have a card to share with you using Distress Inks, this Hero Arts background stamp, and then this Zoo Crew Paper Smooches stamp set. So I have my piece of white cardstock already trimmed down to the size that I need. It's 3¼ inches by 5½ inches. And then I'm just going to take the tumbled glass Distress ink and apply it all over the whole piece of the white cardstock. I'm just using the foam blending tool to apply it, and I have to go over it quite a few times because this color is so light. But I'm mainly concerned with the middle because I'm going to be using the darker edges along, or the darker colors along the edges. So then I'm going to take my next darker color, which is Broken China, and then I'm going to apply that along the edges, but then not to the middle because I want to create an ombre effect with the lightest color in the middle and then the darkest towards the outsides. And then my darkest color and last color is Chip Sapphire, and that one is just going to go along the very edge of each side. And if you get like the squares from the blending tool, it's not really going to matter with this technique because when we stamp you won't be able to see it in the end, so you don't have to worry about getting it perfect on there. So I'm just going to clean off my craft sheet and make sure that it's really dry. And then I'm taking the Hero Arts background stamp and I'm going to use my mini mister to spray it with water. And you want to make sure that you get enough water that you're going to be able to see the image, but you don't want too much water because you don't want the whole thing to, your whole background to be soaked with water either. So then you just push that right onto the Distress ink paper, and then you can see that it leaves the stamped image. And then I'll just set that aside to dry. It won't take too long since there's not very much water on there. But then I have the Zoo Crew stamp set from Paper Smooches, and I'm going to take the giraffe and I'm going to stamp that on a piece of 110-pound Coordinations cardstock, and I'm going to cut it out, fussy cut it out, so it doesn't really matter if you stamp it perfect or not on there. And I'm going to color that in with Copic markers. I have yellows and browns. My yellows are Y11 and Y13, and then the browns are E23 and E25. So I'm going to start just coloring that in with the lightest color, the Y11. And I'm going to color the whole giraffe in, and then the spots are going to be dark brown. And I'm just going to skip over this part because my video did something really weird. It like froze, so I don't know, I'm just going to skip over that. So now you can see I cut out the giraffe. I colored it all in with the Copics. And I have the 6x6 yearbook pad from Studio Calico. And there's this yellow chevron that I thought about using. But I decided that it's more of like a brownish yellow, I would say. I'm going to use that for my background instead. I chose it because it was a subtle pattern because I didn't want to take away from the stamp part. But then it was kind of like the yellow-brown color, and my giraffe was yellow and brown, so I thought that it kind of tied in there nicely as a neutral. So I'm just taking my A2 card base and I'm attaching the pattern paper to the back of that. Sorry, one of my hairs got into the adhesive. It seems to happen pretty often. So I'll just place that onto my white A2 card base. And then you can see that the stamp piece is longer. It fits the entire length of the card. So I decided I was going to use some of the natural twine from May Arts. This is like my favorite twine because it goes with anything, and it doesn't just have to be for rustic looking cards. You can pretty much use it with any style. And then I'll tie a little bow on the left side of that. And if you have trouble tying bows on your cards, this is the way I would suggest to do it. Like tape the 2 strings on the back and then tie the bow differently. It's a lot easier than trying to wrap your string around there and then tie the bow and need somebody to help you hold it and everything like that. It's just easier to do it this way. And it saves you a little bit of your ribbon or string. And then I'm taking my tiny attacher and just putting a staple in each side. One, I really don't need it to hold it, but I guess it would hold it in place if needed, but I just like the look of it. So then I'm going to adhere that down into the middle of my card. And then I'm just going to place my giraffe down where I want it so that I can see where I want to stamp my sentiment, and so that when I stamp it, it doesn't get, no extra ink gets on my giraffe. So I have this Belated Birthday Wishes stamp, also from Paper Smooches. And I'm going to stamp that in the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then I have some 3D foam squares that I'm going to use to attach the giraffe right onto the card. These are from Best Creation, and they're really nice because you get a whole sheet of them, and they're small enough for pretty much any stamped image that I cut out. And then I'll attach that to my card. And that is my finished card. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe to my channel to get all of the new videos that I post, and also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and want me to continue doing more videos for you. So have a good day. Bye!